All right, everybody, what it do? Hopefully I'm live already. Let me know if the audio, video, everything's good. Fucking Monday night. We're here on the 26th. You know, LOG, Logan, one half of the Where There's Smoke podcast. Just kind of filling in. We're gonna take it slow on a Monday. Kind of model this after like a Bill Burr, like a more like a Star, the Star Report. Just kind of.
Everybody, what it do?
Oh, I hear that shit. Let me.
Hopefully I'm live already. Let me know if the audio, video, everything's
We can have a little
good.
echo. All right. So we're just gonna take it slow, to have like a research night, kind of talk on some stuff that was going on through the day. I know there was an incident. If you checked out the title and if you're kind of up on news, uh, there was a soldier that lit himself on fire at the Israel embassy in New York or DC, and then there's some stuff with like LeBron and Bronny James, and just kind of Bronny having struggles at UFC or USC, and just kind of like LeBron is like a huge figure, so it's one of these things where like everything that happens, he's gonna have his hands in. So we can just discuss, like if he's doing too much, if he's doing not enough, should he be at the games, all that kind of stuff. So let's just get into it and kind of see what y'all think. Give me your input, and we'll kind of go from there. I'm gonna check out the stream, make sure it looks like it might be lagging a bit. I'm gonna check the audio, video shit real quick. So give me a minute. Let's see if that's any better for y'all. Check, check. All right, I'm figuring this live stream thing out, everybody. So that looks to be a little better. I wish the quality of the camera was better, but it looks like I'm not lagging now. Hopefully on stream. Let me check it one more time. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and looks to be okay. All right, let me check the chat real quick. See if you have anything to say. Yeah, cold color. Let me know if the stream's any better now. I tried to fix it, but we're gonna get into the topics and go ahead and see if y'all have anything to say about like LeBron, Bronny. Um, I always see them on like social media and stuff, like little reports and stories of LeBron at the game, and I feel like I've heard people say that was a big reason why he moved to LA and joined the Lakers was so that he could be more involved with his kids. They kind of all enjoy like the LA celebrity lifestyle. Uh, Obviously, Bronny is going to USC. I don't know where his other son, who's also a pretty good baller, is going. I guess I could look that up, but I know Bronny's at USC. So like LeBron can go to games, and that's like a big part of why he went to the Lakers. So like, what are y'all's opinions? Y'all think he's like too much there, putting too much attention on Bronny? With the James name, he's probably gonna have all these eyes and attention on him anyway. Um, and I feel like it's one of these things where there's like a lot of pressure. But I kind of am one of the thought process of you can still go to college 2, 3, 4 years and then go to the league and be successful. You don't have to 1 year college done. Like I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm not as into the league as I used to be, but I feel like people that are hardcore NBA fans, there's someone on every person's team that was not a one and done. Like our teams are made up of role players, and like I'm a huge Spurs fan, so obviously like Ginobili and Parker were not like top 5, 10 draft picks. They weren't one and done college. So like I think there's something to, and of course Tim Duncan spent 4 years at college. So I think there's something to be said. Some people still mature, hit that like growth spurt later. They find that niche in their game a little later. They have time to develop, and maybe year 2 and 3 at USC if he stays, there won't be as much of like a bright light on him, and he'll be able to kind of grow. And anyway, I just think people are reacting to like this first like half a season that he's had and trying to make a real quick judgment. But that's sign of the times. We like to try to be ahead of the curve and predict things early, and be the one that, oh, I knew this was gonna happen. Like, so what do y'all think? I appreciate you, H, helping me out with the sound. Y'all have any thoughts on, you know, Bronny staying more years in college? 1 year. I know I was one of the ones that looks like I'm kind of, I guess, gonna have to be at the point where I don't know what they say, like just admit I was wrong and eat the crow, I guess is what I was looking for. But Leangelo, I kept Ball was one that I thought, not that he's comparable to Bronny, but maybe in a way of like a lot of people were telling me he's nothing, he's nothing, he's never gonna be league material, even though his brothers maybe. And I was always the one that was like, no, no, we gotta give him time, give him a chance, let him. And I feel like he's had a lot of chances, and if he was gonna break through to the league by now, he would have. So maybe Bronny will be another Jello Ball that just never really lives up to the potential that people hope. A lot of people hope he would. So I don't know. It's interesting though. He has a whole lot of pressure because of LeBron, and LeBron actually, there was some like activity on social media with that today. I was gonna get into a little, I believe it was a tweet from LeBron. So let's take a look at that real quick. I think Academics, shout out DJ Academics, had posted it, and here it is. So let me make sure y'all can see this. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. Um, yeah, H, I got you right here. So I don't know if you're up on it, but Bronny's been under ridicule, as I said, because I mean, I don't think he's put up terrible numbers, but he's not top 10, top 20 in the nation, nothing crazy like that. Like he's just playing like mediocre, if not a little below average. So everyone's, riding him. Anyway, this is what LeBron had to say. And I could be wrong, but I want to say that these two tweets were like some time apart. Um, but he said, "Can you please just let the kid be a kid and enjoy college basketball? The work and results will ultimately do the talking, no matter what he decides to do. If y'all don't know, he just doesn't care what the mock draft says. He just works, earned, not given." Now, you're always gonna care a little bit. The more like set you are in your ways, the more strong-willed and determined you are, and how strong your parents have helped you become. But then also, there's a fine balance of like your parents helping you become something and then letting you grow and um, build yourself, and them helping you do that. So I don't know where I was going with all that, but he's always gonna care. But I guess the less there is, some individuals are more like hard nosed, to the grindstone. I'm gonna go for results of like what I have expectations for myself and what my goals versus what others say. But to a degree, you're always gonna want the acknowledgement of others that I accomplished my goals and what I set out to, but other people acknowledge that as well. It just feels that much sweeter and better. I mean, we can all admit that, right? Um, and I guess LeBron was responding when he said the thing I just read a minute ago. Can y'all please let him be a kid, enjoy basketball? Um, that was response to ESPN removed Bronny from the 2024 mock draft. Now projects him to be selected in 2025. And like I was saying, is there like any shame in him staying in college 2, 3, 4 years if he still comes in the league? And I'm not even expecting Bronny to be all time great. If he can come in the league and be a little bit better than a role player, like a perennial all star for 4, 5, 6 years, I would say that's a damn good like worthy NBA career, and you didn't disappoint anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I think having like somewhat realistic. I mean, those are kind of high expectations. Average person, 6 time All Star. Um, but yeah, just having like some good, decent expectations, and like maybe I don't know. It'd be good to see him do good. But LeBron also had to say To all other kids out there striving to be great, just keep your head down, blinders on, and keep grinding. That kind of was like going back to what I was speaking on, and just like being hard nosed, head to the grindstone. You know, these mock drafts doesn't matter one bit. I promise you. You only work, only the work matters. Let's talk real basketball, people. And I agree. I'm one of these. I like to think I am, and I want to try to be when it comes well everything. But when it comes to hoops, like being realistic, not just like having good open discussions and debates about everything, especially even hoops. And so that's one of the things I like the most as far as like sports and something I can watch and enjoy with others that they also like. Um, so yeah, I mean, I want to see players succeed too. I guess it's kind of what I'm also trying to get at is like I like seeing underdogs like Jello or like maybe now Bronny's becoming a bit of an underdog. I like seeing them push through and succeed. It's like a cool thing to me. It's almost like the opposite of a Ben Simmons effect. When he came in, it was supposed to be badass, and then he wasn't. Everyone's like disappointed. I want to see someone that like everyone's down a little bit, and then he comes in and he's like pretty good, and everyone's like, oh hell yeah, that'd be kind of dope. Like cheesy underdog story, but I mean, couldn't we all appreciate and use that maybe in this time? I mean, give us something to like come together over. Fuck it, man. What do y'all think? Get in the comments. I'm gonna check it out, see what y'all are saying. Yeah, H. Shout out to you. I'm glad this is something you wanted to see. Um, if you have anything else NBA related, get at me. I'm down to talk. Whatever. I'm not as up to date on the league as I used to be. Um, if you see this live stream later, get in the comments. I think if you've been a regular viewer of the pod, we talk about the NBA pretty much at least for about 5 minutes on every episode. We're all pretty much fans of the NBA, not as avid or as big as we used to be, and I would like to get back into it. I just split myself in so many directions, but that's definitely the sport that I fuck with the most, that I play as a hobby myself as the most, that I like the most, and that I'm just like in tune with. I know pretty much all the rules. Um, so yeah, I'm always down to talk basketball. So like I was saying, if you see this stream later, get in the comments and leave what team you like, and what topics you want to see about the NBA. Um, so yeah, maybe we'll move on to the other topic, but I think yeah, this is a good starter. But yeah, get in the comments. Let me know. And speaking of the Where There's Smoke podcast, I've been shouting it out a few times here, but I don't know who's seen it. March 2nd, we're gonna record an episode with a big guest coming up. Austin's own G Dollar. He's a big time rapper in Austin. Uh, he's been doing it big for shit 10 years plus. He's part of the NFL clique, and he's just this year he's getting it going. I guess is what I want to emphasize. Like him and Mac Life have shout out Mac Life. They have dropped probably I'd say 4 or 5 songs, and I think all of them, but maybe one, have a music video. So they're hustling. They're getting it going for the city. Uh, Dalla has mixtapes on mixtapes on mixtapes, so he's put in the work. He's got the credentials. It ain't no weak stuff. It ain't weak bars. It's something you can jam. Uh, if you know me, I got, people can vouch. I like to think I have good taste in music. My homies will vouch. This is not garbage. I'm putting you on this shit. G Dollar is the shit in Austin, Texas, and the shit period. If you need some hardcore shit to ride to and you're tired of the old, or I mean the new played out, quote unquote old, everyone auto tune and this and this and that, get on that G Dollar. Let me damn almost let me pull up one of his songs real quick. Fuck it. Uh Hold on. Get a little promo for Dollar. Um but yeah, we got this interview coming out March 2nd. It's probably gonna drop the second or the third. So y'all just be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna give y'all a little preview. Hold on. Here we go. Got a little ad and then I'm gonna check the chat. Y'all let me know if the audio video is good. I'm gonna do a little check on that too as well. All right, here it is, everybody. I only got like 2 viewers, but fuck it. We'll see. People will probably catch the rebroadcast or whatever. Here's a little sample of this little G Dollar music video, and this is the guest we're gonna have again this week coming up on Where There's Smoke podcast. Y'all be on the lookout. I think this episode y'all gonna fuck with it. Here we go.
Ben Franklin on the line, it go dying. We emotion. Staring through the blinds, I was on my grind. We emotion. The plug hit the line, it go dying. We emotion. Gangsta keep that iron, fuck nigga trying. Nigga, we emotion. Ben Franklin on the line, it go dying. We emotion. Staring through the blinds, I was on my grind. We emotion. The plug hit the line, it go dying. Yeah. Gangsta keep that iron, fuck nigga trying. Nigga, we emotion. Racks on top of fucking racks. I'ma get to them stacks. My plug, I call him DJ Screw. How you bring the shit back? Ain't worried about what you gon' do. I'ma get to this bag. I'ma show them haters what it do. I'ma make them fuck niggas mad. I'm skating down Stastny.
Shout out Dollar Mac Life. I just saw Prestige in the video. Shout out NFL Shine. The boys are putting on for ATX. They have been for years, but they're trying to put, like I was saying, this year they feel like is the year that they're gonna make shit happen, put that nose to the grindstone, and they got the talent, they got the hustle, so let's make it happen, boys. I'm down for it. I need to get out in IRL shit and actually be more active with y'all, but I support the movement, so I'm happy to see it.
Dripping paint when they pass me. Hate niggas me, mug me, but bad bitches harass me. My bitch sits so nasty. Tipping 4-4, scoop 2 though. Trunk kicking like judo. When it pop open, it's a light show. Out of space where I go. This pressure pack nitro. Them leather seats recline, ho. I'ma come down, ho. Stay in motion, I grind, ho. All night till the sun shine, ho. Come with all of my bread. I want all of what's mine, ho. On the line, it go dying. We emotion. Staring through the blinds, I was on my grind. We emotion. The plug hit the line, it go dying. We emotion. Gangsta keep that iron, fuck nigga trying. Nigga, we emotion. Ben Franklin on the line, it go dying. We emotion.
I'm sorry if the video's a little laggy. This is only my second or third stream. I'm trying to get shit right, so hopefully this will contribute to future streams being better. You dig? But here you go.
The plug hit
This is
the
Dollar.
line, it go dying. We emotion. Gangsta keep that iron, fuck nigga trying. Nigga, we emotion. We emotion. You ain't never swung a drop in the school zone. With some pockets of Snoop on. Swing hit the curb, I done knocked off my tooth. Bang on 10, not to top off a coupon. Top on my jock, lifting top, spread troop on. My young nigga slide on your block in the Yukon. Fuck nigga get cut out like a coupon. Feeling like gangsta, I rock with these 2 phones. Big van, I done hopped in the two-dos. Trunk kick, speaker box, doing judo. Ain't running from the plug, I just got me a few more. Straight drop in the pot like Menudo. Vance on my chest, block shots like Menudo. They say a nigga travel when I hopped in the Euro. Extended clip, like the Glock got a churro. New chain, but the watch by the Euro. Me and Mac back
Shout
on
out,
some
player
precious
partner.
shit. Turn your bitch head like the Exorcist. Heat on my feet, I be fresh as shit. Buzz in my sack, be hairy like Mexican chicks. I'm the chick made to click president. Slide on your block with no evidence. I spend more bread than you ever get. So all of that hating the real on the line, it go dying. We emotion. Staring through the blinds, I was on my grind. We emotion. The plug hit
I hope it didn't lag too much on y'all.
Gangsta keep that iron, fuck nigga trying. Nigga, we emotion. Ben Franklin on the line, it go dying. We emotion. Staring through the blinds,
You know?
I was on my grind. We emotion. The plug hit the line, it go dying. We emotion. Gangsta keep that iron, fuck nigga trying. Nigga, we emotion.
So, a little sample. I hope it wasn't too laggy. Like I said, the learning curve for me. So, like I said, hopefully this will contribute to better streams in the future. But that's the homie Dollar. We're gonna have him on soon. So shout out to him. And all right, so I think that's about it in the NBA thing. Unless someone had anything, yeah, I'm gonna try to be more up to date on the NBA and cover topics and stuff. I think that's something that we tend to always bring it up on the pod, and that's something we all care about and like. So for sure, something to be watching out. I'm gonna cover that from here and there, you know. So the other thing I wanted to get at real quick that happened today that was kind of big today. If anyone else has a topic that's happened in the past like week or recent thing they want to talk about, shout it out. I'll look it up and do a little research and then we can talk about it. But the other thing I just had off top was okay. This is a little crazy. Um, uh, Active duty senior airman lights himself on fire in front of the Israel embassy in Washington D.C. I kind of threw together my own little headline based on the details, but I'll read the whole thing now. Okay. Man dies after setting himself on fire outside of Israeli embassy in Washington D.C., Air Force says. I'm not even going to say this. I'm I'm gonna tread on light ground here, but I'm not gonna say this dude's name. You can look it up and look up the video for yourself. I'm not really trying to like give him too much publicity, even though I am by talking about it. I'm not trying to like really shout homie out and like just make his name known. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna leave that out. But anyway, that might whatever. Uh, he shouted "Free Palestine" as he filmed and live streamed his protest against Israel's deadly military actions in Gaza. He had been taken to hospital on Sunday with life-threatening injuries, and I'm assuming he like died before he even got to the hospital. I have seen the video. Unfortunately, if you want to see it, you're gonna have to seek that on your own. I'm pretty sure you can find it on Twitter. Simple Google search or Twitter search. Um, I'm not like too weak usually when it comes to this stuff, but it was pretty brutal. It was not for the faint of heart. So anyway, I'm gonna read a little bit more of the article, then we can discuss it a bit more, and then we kind of round out with final thoughts, unless someone has something crazy to say about this. But you know, an airman who had set himself on fire outside the Israel embassy in Washington in protest of civil deaths in Gaza died of his injuries on Sunday night, a spokeswoman for the U.S. Air Force, Rose M. Riley, said on Monday. The airman of Whitman, Massachusetts, was a cyber defense operations specialist with the 531st Intelligence Support Squadron at Joint Base San Antonio Lackland in Texas and had served on active duty since 2020, the Air Force said in a statement on Monday night. I'm sorry to hear that a Texas boy did this. Damn. Mr. appeared to have filmed the protest on Sunday and live streamed it on social media platform Twitch. The New York Times could not confirm who was behind the account that posted the video, but the footage matched the details of the episode released by the police. So they can't tell which account posted this. How come Twitch didn't ban this video within like... Man, I guess I'm talking crap I don't know nothing about. A man dressed in fatigues identifies himself in the video as Mr. and calls himself an active duty Air Force officer. I will no longer be complicit in genocide, a man says in the video, echoing language that opponents of Israel's military offensive in Gaza have used to describe the war. I'm about to engage in an extreme act of protest, but compared to what people have been experiencing in Palestine at the hands of our colonizers, it's not extreme at all. Okay. It's still extreme, homie, because so much in life is about perspective, but just because they're going to war over there doesn't mean you doing something extreme over here doesn't take away from the extremity of it. I don't know if I use that correct wording, but like it's not less extreme just because there's killing going on over there. It's still extreme. As a matter of fact, I don't think you changed anything that's going on over there. So you might have affected the hearts and minds of some of us, but I don't think anyone over there, they're already going through it like terribly, as he was trying to point out. But do you think the people in Gaza, in Israel, who are really having it hard, regardless of what you think, do you think they're taking time out of the war they're in to look at this? No. And like, I feel like as Americans, at least me and my circle, we're so disconnected from that war. This just makes this guy look like a fool. And you furthermore, not just being like surface level, if this guy really wanted to make an impact and difference, think about the positivity he could have tried to spread, just not on that topic or relevant to that issue and topic. You once you're gone, you can't do anything good. So he, just looking at the flip side of it, if I could talk to this guy seconds before he would have done this and try to talk him out of doing it, these are the things I would have been saying to him. Like, hey, you can do more good this way. What good is it gonna do doing this? And you know, just that's at least what's coming to the top of my head. And we need to we need to be careful of thinking. And I can get into this too. So when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to self, like Zero says. But really, we need to be careful of, well, just because X is so extreme over here, or Y or whatever is so extreme over here, doesn't mean that it's okay if I am therefore extreme in this way. You're still responsible for you and what you choose to do and putting good or negative in the world. So they're putting all this negative in the world and you hate it. So what are you going to do? Go drop more negative? We gotta just really, really think about what we're doing. And I'm, like I said, I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to self. So I'm trying to been thinking about this. If I'm going to give people advice and try to tell them what to do, I need to be damn sure that I'm cool or good or more than good, because you know what I'm saying? Like, man, he wants to tell these other people overseas they're doing it wrong, and then he's going to go and do the same thing to himself. Crazy. Like, man. Let me get in the chat, see if y'all have anything to say, then I'll read the rest of this article and kind of, looks like no really comments. Y'all get in the comments, let me know what y'all think. Obviously, this is crazy. This guy set himself on fire. Thank God he didn't hurt anyone else. I'm feel a little sorry for him. That seems like a terrible way to go. I mean, man, that's rough. And I have joked about, stuff before, like, but man, like, I guess I'm just feeling like I'm just feeling hit a little different seeing it. Like, man, that was, you don't ever want to see anyone go out that way. Let me just say that. So anyway, let's see where I left off. Oh, he said, I'm about to engage in extreme act of protest, but compared to what people have been experiencing in Palestine at the hands of their colonizers, it's not extreme at all. Here's the other, I went over point A about how he could have got better results doing other things and why. The second part of that is, and this is going to be maybe controversial, but we don't know who the good guys and bad guys are. And there can be good guys and bad guys on both sides. So it's we're not over there. We can be tricked with things that happen right under our nose, much less things that happen half a world away when we don't know the language, we don't know the customs, we're not there, we don't have anyone over there we can trust, all these things. So I just think we have to be careful when thinking everyone on one side is good, everyone on the other side is bad. This is not a fucking Avengers movie. This ain't fucking Batman. This is real fucking life. And sometimes the truth is black and white, but sometimes there's layers of gray in between, and it depends on the topic and stuff. So, but I think it's hard for us to just free Palestine. Okay, that's such a catchphrase that gets your dick hard. But what the fuck? Like, do you really know what the fuck is going on? No, you don't. Neither do I. But, don't kill yourself. Don't get mad. Let's fucking talk about it and figure out a way that we can figure it out and work together. No one wants to work together anymore. They either want to get so mad that they're ready to kill you or themselves, or they get so mad at the beginning they just don't engage in the whole thing because they know that they would get crazy and emotional. It's like, can we have high intensity conversations over important topics without getting emotional. And if we can't, which it seems like we can't, we are fucked as a world. So, you know, I mean, this guy burned himself instead of having a conversation and and focusing on what he could do to. This is the best you had idea you had. It's like on one point I feel sorry for him, and on the other hand I feel frustrated with him. So it's like what? Like, come on, bro. Like we got to do better. Um. So anyway, that's my little rant on that. Anyone in the comments have anything to say? Oh, cold collar guy, that's rough, bro. Yeah, I feel you, bro. It's almost like I said this on a few episodes ago. Like, if you're feeling weak enough to like yourself, just go ahead and do it. And like, I have a little bit different feeling about this, but at the same time, it's like, damn, if that's the best idea you got, then just get on out of here. Like, the people that want to make a difference and want to do good, we're trying to do stuff. Like, anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. Appreciate the interactions in the comments, and y'all get at me. Share this video if you mess with it. I guess I could have made my screen a little bigger while I was ranting. But if you like this video, you like the topics, you like my take on things, share this video, like, comment, subscribe. You know, get at me with topics. I know there's people watching this stuff, and y'all are all just too nervous to comment. Fuck the haters. Like, you probably are gonna say something that someone else wanted to say but was too nervous to say, and you're probably gonna comment it, and then you're gonna get like 3 or 4 or 5 likes. So audio is too low, shitty topics, whatever. Like any constructive criticism, or even just new topics, or you had an addition to a point I made, whatever. Like, get in the comments. Don't be afraid. I remember in the early days of YouTube, as a viewer myself, I would view a lot of shit and never fucking comment. But speaking from the point of a creator now who's starting off low, and I got some good, consistent fans and viewers that are supporting me, and I appreciate y'all, and I respect y'all and appreciate y'all. But don't be afraid to comment. So, that would really help me as a small creator. So, that would almost even help more than anything else. But I'm gonna read the last little bit of this article and then maybe sign off unless anyone has anything else they want to talk about. So, appreciate y'all being here with me. Okay. Standing in front of the gates of the Israeli embassy in Washington, he sets his phone down to douse himself in clear liquid from a metal bottle. And bro, I saw the video, as I said. It looked like he poured. I really didn't look at it like. I didn't look at it like super close, but I would say he at least poured a gallon of gas on him, straight on his head, like he soaked himself. So, and then it took him a good 10 to 15 seconds, I want to say, to get himself lit. So, like, in those 10 to 15 seconds, gas was soaking into his eyeballs, into like the pores of his skin. He was smelling gas. Like, bro, even before he lit himself, this had to be like torture. Crazy, bro. Where am I? Okay, he doused himself in a clear liquid from a metal bottle. He then lights himself on fire while yelling, "Free Palestine," until he falls to the ground. And I had to look away from the video because it was so like crooked. But like he probably was standing there burning, bro, for at least a good minute or minute and a half. And that doesn't sound like anything when you're microwaving your food, but when you're the one getting microwaved, bro, that's one of the most brutal things I've ever seen on camera. Like, bro, I don't wish that on anyone. Okay. So he lit himself on fire. He's yelling "Free Palestine." He eventually falls to the ground. The video shows law enforcement approaching him seconds before the fire catches. One is heard off camera saying, "Can I help you, sir?" The officers scramble for more than a minute to put out the flames. Yeah, I do remember there being someone like quite early on in the video like saying something, but it was almost like, what do you do when he's like doused in gasoline? It's not like stop, drop, and roll. He that ain't gonna cut it. Officers with the U.S. Secret Service were the first to respond at the embassy in southwestern Washington around 1 p.m. said Vito. I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher this. Magilio, maybe not as bad as I thought. A spokesman in the city's fire department, Mister. I guess y'all can all see this, but I'm not saying his name. Was taken to a hospital with life-threatening injuries. The New York Times viewed the video before Twitch removed it on Sunday afternoon, replacing it with a message saying that the channel violated the platform's guidelines. It was the only video posted to the account which had a Palestinian flag as its header image. So he made a burner account or whatever, or he was coordinated with someone that had a burner account. I mean, KD type shit. uh, when a tragedy like this occurs, every member of the Air Force feels it. I mean, I don't know about all that. That was said by I don't know, COO, what is it? Colonel? I don't know what fucking titles I got. Someone's gonna love me fucking that up, but I don't know. Colonel? What? I don't know. Someone's gonna love that. Anyway, commander of the 70th Intelligence, Surveillance and Reconnaissance Wing, which was Mr. was assigned, said in a statement on Monday night, "We extend our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of no staff members of the Israeli embassy were injured, thank goodness." According to Tal Name, I'm sorry about, I don't know, a spokeswoman for the embassy. All right, well, that's pretty much it, but protests against Israel have become a near daily occurrence across the country since Israel began its military offensive in Gaza. After the October 7th Hamas attacks that killed at least 1,200 people, according to Israeli officials. More than 29,000 people have been killed in the war in Gaza. Is that both sides? Huh. I don't know. In December, a protester self-immolated, what the hell that means, in front of the Israeli consulate in Atlanta in what police say was likely an extreme act of political protest. So people are tired of this, and they're wilding out. But a lot of my friends, and I know Paul Romano on Pockets of the Future, shout out him, says he doesn't think protests work. A lot of my friends kind of debate on that, what we think. Definitely this kind of protest doesn't. You have to be around to change the minds of people and show them you're doing good work. The protest just draws attention to you. But if you're not doing any good with that or making change and bringing people to your cause so that you and them can work on change together, then what was the point of the protest? You took any attention that wanted to go to that and made it negative attention. Like I would argue that there's almost no positive net gain from this, which I think that's what he wanted. I think. I don't know. So y'all, I know there's probably not many with me now. I'm gonna check the chat real quick. Yeah, if y'all see this later on, get in the chat or the comments later, and tell me what y'all think about this individual. I left out his name, but y'all could see it in the New York Times article. Y'all can look it up. Y'all can look up the video if you want. It's pretty graphic. I think most websites that have it kind of blurred out and stuff. But I believe my coworker said you can find it on X, like Raw. Yeah, just let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about the Bronny situation. I kind of laid out all my thoughts about it. Him and Braun being too much in it, him staying more years in college, everyone just kind of jumping the gun and wanting to be right on something. The underdog scenario, if I kind of want to see underdog succeed, what do y'all think about that? And then any other NBA topics y'all want to see in the future? And then about this guy setting himself on fire in front of the embassy, crazy stuff. I feel like everyone's discontent on the results we're getting from our politics and in the world. We just don't know what to do. And I don't think I'm wrong on this, but everyone needs an outlet and wants something to do. We're like anxious for like a way to change things and a way to affect the world in a positive way. And we just don't know what to do. But, doing harm to yourself or others is never the way. I might joke around a lot, but, let me, this is the official serious. Harming yourself or others is never the way. You're not going to get anything done that way. Think about it. Just really think about it. I think we all want to change the world in a good way, and there's ways to do that. So just you know, search your heart, talk to God if you believe in that thing, um, and like I said, I think we all want to affect the world in a positive way. Let's focus on the way to do that. Let's come together over something. Like that's kind of why I want to see Bronny succeed. He's turned into somewhat of an underdog, even though I mean his dad's a millionaire, he's famous, he's never gonna have to work. So how much of an underdog is he really? But somewhat underdog. I think it'd be good for us to have an underdog story we can all come together over. So what the hell do I know though? So yeah, let me know what y'all think on the topics I discussed. Oh, and then the embassy guy. Let me know what y'all think about that. If y'all have any input on that, any thoughts about the war, uh, and kind of how that's going. And then other than those two topics, let me know about. I said it a couple times, but let me know future topics. Any gripes or complaints, anything I can do better, lighting, camera, audio, stream too laggy, any of that. I'm trying to focus and get everything, up to par for y'all, and really push to make this, one of the better small podcasts coming out this year. Well, we started late last year, but you know what I'm saying. So just making that push for y'all. Get in the comments, let me know, and one more time, I'm gonna plug it. We got G Dollar, Austin legend, coming on the podcast March 2nd. Episode dropping March 3rd or 4th. Be on the lookout. So really happy and excited about that. We got more and more guests. I got I got people lining up. Nobody major, but they're all major in their own way. So you don't know them, but you're gonna motherfucking know them. And we're gonna bring some